In my last video, I might have been talking about sexual harassment in the trucking industry, but here's another issue. It's called sexual discrimination. And I'm going to talk about it and what to look out for. Sexual discrimination is when, based on gender, one gender thinks that the other gender shouldn't be in an industry because they can't handle it. But time has proven, and women are joining the trucking workforce. And thanks to a lot of new and improvements on the trucks themselves that will allow this. Yeah, a lot of us might not have a lot of strength to do what used to be a man's job, but it has changed. Now, I also look out for, people that, are bragging about how, they're constantly talking about how big and fast their truck is and how fast they drive. They're called the super trucker syndrome. But in reality, we're all the same. We're all the same. So the next video that I've got in here, I'm going to show you a new and improved, well, it's actually been around probably for about 10-15 years, but it's the tandem slider, and I'll tell you more about how I reflected on it back in the day. Right now I'm going to show you what it means to slide the tandems. This is a 53-foot trailer. Sometimes the company or the shipper will put too much weight on in the front, put a whole bunch of product in the front. Sometimes they'll put too much product in the back. And some states that we go through want your tandems at such a certain way, say like that place there, and Georgia too. So you pretty much have to have the middle of this last tandem at that point there. So I'm going to show you what the tandem sliding mechanism is. See, I'm getting under the trailer. See, those are the amount of holes that we can press this button here or pull this button out, and you may see the knobs go in and out. So with that mechanism there, you can move this set of tandems here back and forth to be able to adjust the load. A good portion of the time I'll move it to the back because I want the freight to have a comfortable ride. And me, I also need a comfortable ride too. Now that tandem slider that I just showed you, that is the new and improved tandem slider. It worked out well for the industry and for the drivers themselves. The ones that I used to work with were a pull handle tandem. And if the trucking company that you drove for hauled a lot of paper products, hauled a lot of heavy stuff, they didn't maintain their truck very well. So the tandem's pull rod was really hard to pull because the rails that it held were warped. So, if I were to call breakdown and say, hey, get somebody out here to pull my tandems, they'd all say, well, you're a driver, you're supposed to do that, blah, blah, blah. No, you're supposed to maintain your own truck if you're a company driver. You're supposed to maintain, you as the company is supposed to maintain this truck. So, a lot of improvements have happened. I'm not here to say that I need to, have a special arrangement. But hey, It gets the freight moving faster and spend less time, dealing with it, with your problem. So, hope you take this into consideration. Thanks.